All right, y'all. First and foremost, let's start this off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, and we do so by Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shai. This is the Deacon Sakari, praises, honor, and glory. And today we're going to be talking about warning. This man, a man who finally left the truth, and here's why. This is very this isn't a celebratory topic. This can happen to any one of us. But what you have to understand and notice when you have the spiritual gift called the discernment of spirits, you're able to see when a brother or a sister is about to crash out in this truth, or if they're in it for insincere motives, alternate reasons. So you have to have your spiritual eyes to be able to see that and have the wherewithal and be circumspect to know, why is a brother in this truth? What is his intention? What is his purpose? I heard brothers say, come in the truth and say, I just want to be somebody great in Israel. I just want to have rank. I just want to be somebody. And that's when the Lord makes you nobody. You got to be humble. The Bible says, humble yourself that he may exalt you. So yes, we are about to talk about it today. We are about to talk about this man who finally left the truth and why. This was an individual who was the leader of the Great Millstone Sakari chapter. I'm sorry, Great Millstone Seattle chapter. He was over me and Alizar at one point when we were a part of Great Millstone. So there was a lot of wickedness going on, and we have to tell all because he is a part of our story. There will be no Sakari if it was not for this man known as Uriah Eliyawan, a man who alleged that he was Ephraim, which is Puerto Rican, from the tribe of Ephraim. There was some speculation that he was so-called Mexican from the tribe of Issachar. That's neither here nor there. So we definitely have to tell this story and bring this out so you guys can know the history. You can understand the wickedness that goes on in our community, and you can check yourself and examine yourself to see, to check your spirit to make sure your house is in order. You understand? So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about that. And we're going to go into the scriptures. We're going to go into some videos. You guys are going to see these videos from over a decade ago. The evil and wickedness that was being done, the lies and slanders that was being perpetuated against us. And you guys will get this history because this is memorable. This is memorabilia, if you will, right? So before we do that, everybody, before we do that, let's run the intro.
Deacon Sakari, we back at it like a crack addict. They done let them bruise in the dough in this wicked industry to shine the light. They done let them bruise in the dough. Oh shit. They done let them bruise in the dough. They done let them bruise in the dough. They done let them bruise in the dough. We ain't going nowhere. Hebrews. They done let them bruise in the dough. They done let them bruise in the dough. Look, Joe Biden need to free Dark Lord. The hell is wrong with dude?
The whole armor, put it on. Deacon Sakari new clothing line launching right now, y'all. There's a sale going on. We got the most affordable prices, quality material. Stay brew dripping. Sisters get laced up. Children get buttered down. Brothers, go get on. At www.dawholearmor.com. Support Israelite businesses. Stay brew dripping. Shalom. Peace.
Cops hop out, we bail on them. Leviticus, I like my fish with scales on them. Ask Chief Ephraim, he can vouch. We be putting in the work while you sitting on the couch. Camp haters quiet as a mouse. Yeah, already shout out to my brother Austin Trout. Just as a reminder, if there's doubt, I wear every single fringe, even when I'm in the house.
Get all your truth music at deaconsakari.com. That's 9 albums. We even got a couple free for y'all. Support the cause, y'all.
I see a lot of haters. I knew it would come with it. Rap game full of evil and sin, and I don't want none of it. They bite my style. They just want to take it and run with it. Sakari Varsity Online Academy, specializing in Hebrew apologetics. Come learn how to defend the gospel. Email sakariseattle@gmail.com. Limited registration. Sakari.
We are the children of the one Yahweh.
The chosen.
Ye are the chosen of the one Yahweh. And he has given his laws to us. Now everything belongs to us. We above all nations, all nations.
What?
Above all nations, all nations.
Yeah.
We are the chosen of the one Yahweh. Above all nations.
We above.
We finally back on. Children's Bibles with black and brown images. I know a lot of y'all been waiting. A lot of people on back order. We still got some though. Put your order in before it's too late. I'm gonna start having them regularly, Lord willing. But get it in, let's go. Hit me up, DM. Even your head wrap, stay dipped, stay brewed dripping. All right, deaconsakari.com. All right, y'all. Go to czyn.network. czyn.network. We done with Patreon. No more Patreon. czyn.network. You're going to get videos too hot for YouTube or early releases. So go sign up. Promo code Deacon Sakari. Promo code Deacon Sakari. Promo code Deacon Sakari. Not only do you get Deacon Sakari's content, you get Guerrilla Hebrew content, Hassad content, other camps putting their content on this platform. We need our own app, so sign up using promo code Deacon Sakari. czyn.network. It's our own app, our own platform. The white man can no longer subvert or hide or try to censor this truth. So sign up and get this heat. Promo code Deacon Sakari. Promo code Deacon Sakari. Promo code Deacon Sakari. CZYN. Praises. Get your commercial played here. Contact SakariSeattle@gmail.com. Introducing Super Thanks. YouTube has now added a feature where you can donate if you missed the live show by just clicking the heart button with the thanks on it. It'll be on every video. It'll highlight your comment to bring more attention to your statement. So if it's on your heart, super thanks. Shalom. Have you reached your marital ceiling? Are you experiencing irreconcilable differences, feeling alone with no Israelites near you? We are now offering individual and marriage counseling. We also offer family therapy, career counseling, and trauma therapy. Contact the Deacon Sakari at 442-341-1308. Shalom. Popping mollies and putting powder in your nostrils. We be in the trenches, needles under benches. We be giving them the gospel. I keep 12 Sakari members with me. We be moving like apostles. True. Some distances is dead traps, hair wraps, but you still a thought though. The church don't even know the truth. They can even tell you an Israelite. Arabs selling you all the switches and the malt liquor are the Ishmaelites. You can show a nigga slave ships in the Bible, still won't get it right. Until the time's out, then a nigga gotta find out what them missiles like. All right, y'all. Let me try to fix my camera. Hold on 1 second. My camera went out on me. My camera went out on me. All right. 1 second, y'all.
All right, mic check, mic check. Let me know if you guys got me back. Mic check, mic check. Let me know if you guys got me back. All praises. Let me know I'm good. All right, it's good. All right. Greatly appreciate you guys. A little bit of technical difficulties. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. All right, let's get started, y'all. First and foremost, we want to start this by giving all praises and honor and glory to our Heavenly Father. Real name in the ancient Paleo Hebrew is Yahweh. And we do so by Hashem Yahweh Shai in the name of his only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. This is the Deacon Sakari with the Sakari sect of the Israelites. And Tawada Sister Perez, and also I seen Creston Burton for the super chat donations. Greatly appreciate you guys for supporting the ministry. The title of this video is a warning. This isn't a celebration. There's only a few people in this world who are Israelites who I'd like to see killed. And so I don't rejoice over the enemies of my people. You know, a brother Polite, I have no sympathy for him. A Jay-Z, he's so evil and Illuminatic, Luciferian. I have no sympathy for him. A brother falling out of the truth, even though I was wrong, slandered, and by him, this isn't a celebration for me. Neither am I happy about it. Did I see it coming? Yes. Did I know he was evil and wicked? Yes. Did I know he was using brothers and playing brothers? Yes. Did I know he was sucking up to the elders of GMS? Yes. Did I understand why they tried to keep him? Yes, because I heard, being a part of that congregation, he was chipping in a nice amount of bread to the elders. So I'm not, a gift destroyeth the heart, the Bible says. So you may be inclined to keep someone around who's padding your pockets, even though you clearly see the wickedness in this individual. Oh, we're going to show it and we're going to talk about it. Now, for those of you who are just now coming in, hit that like button and share the video as a cautionary tale to our people in this truth, in this faith. Who are the Hebrew Israelites? The so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, according to history, archaeology, and prophecy. This is for us. This is for our community. And even a street nigga, this is for the street niggas too. This is for the Christians too. This is for anybody. When you have someone in your circle, in your community, in your congregation, in your organization, exemplifying and displaying these type of traits, symptoms, tactics, and all manner of evil, you're supposed to mark them. You're supposed to watch them. You're supposed to scope them out and put the magnifying glass on them. That way you can rid your community of the cancer, of the prosthetic. You can rid your body of the prosthetic parts, right? So you should, this is for everybody, right? So I want to play a couple of things, and I want to give just a brief synopsis of what we're going to talk about here today and who he is. The individual that you see on the thumbnail with the red circle around his head, he is the Great Millstone Seattle, or former Great Millstone Seattle. Former Great Millstone Seattle leader, who is now not in the truth anymore. And this has been for the last 2 years. Some might say, is he teaching with another camp? Is he teaching on his own? No, he is completely out of the truth. Now, it's crazy because, like I said before, me and Alazar, we came in the truth and joined under this man. by the name of Uriah Eliyahu, right? This is him here from 2 years ago. You see on the Great Millstone Northwest. And this is him here 2 years ago. So you see the video stopped about 2 years ago from both of their pages, right? Now this is Great Millstone Bay Area, and you guys are going to hear them speak about it. This is not a secret. Maybe they might be trying to keep it under wraps because it is a big deal. They might be trying to keep it under wraps because it is a big deal. He's one of the pioneers. Somebody says, watch your tone. What are you talking about? Watch it. I'm not even going to say it. How about shut your silly ass up? How about that tone? Anyway, so you see these videos from about 2 years ago. Somebody said, is he an atheist now? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's an atheist now. Now, look at this. So it's literally been, I'm going to tell you how crazy it is in the spirit world. How crazy it is in the spirit world. We're doing a video on him today, and his last video was around this time. Ain't that crazy? The last time we see him on video is around this time, 2 years ago, and we're doing a video on him today. That's how spiritual this is. Now, I didn't plan on doing this. I planned this maybe like 3 days ago to go into our story, our history, how this individual was, how serpentine he was, and how GMS always flew to his what's the words I'm looking for? They always flew to his side or his aid when we had good causation for the evil that he did. Right now, I know they're gonna do a response video. That's fine. But I was not at all without sin. All right. I was not without sin. I had some problems. Just coming into the truth and being new to the truth, I had some problems. I had some imperfection. I had some worldly traits. I had some a residue of evil in me, like most of us do when we're first coming in. We have our proselytization or our maturation process, renewing our minds and conforming to the word and trying to shake the nigga off a nigga. So I was not without fault. But as you guys are going to see, the behavior that was put on public display from this individual, it went unchecked. It went unchecked, right? So what I want to do is I want to bring out some Bible verses, and then I want to go into some crazy stuff that you guys have never seen before. I'm going to go through some crazy stuff. All right. And like I said, this is a cautionary tale to those who are in the truth. Now, you guys see him. Let me say this last thing before I get the Bible. You guys see this individual right here? Let me look at this. Look at this. Let me tell you guys a quick story. So the speaker, he's the one who's no longer in the truth anymore. Leader of Great Millstone Seattle. The Great Millstone Israelites, the GMS Israelites, right? Now, look at this. Look at this.
They own everything around it. Your house is theirs.
You guys see this individual right here? This individual speaking right here. No, he wouldn't be my elder. He was the leader of the individual who left the truth over here to the left, who's partially on the screen. He would be the leader of GMS Seattle. So he wouldn't be an elder to me. But me and Alazar came into GMS Seattle, and he was over us in GMS Seattle. Now, this individual with the water bottle in his hand right here, who's speaking right now, his name is Ashayar Rakah. That's his Hebrew name. The individual that's on the screen right now, right? Now, let me tell you guys a sad story. A sad story. And I'm going to try not to use curse words on this video because I'm learning the YouTube algorithm, right? So I'm going to try not to use curse words. But I'm going to tell you what's so messed up and how evil Uriah is, the guy who left the truth. This individual that you see on the screen, I've been knowing this brother since we were, man, probably 10 years old. I've been knowing this brother since we were probably 10 years old. 10 years old. Best friends. Best friends. I want you guys to listen how evil certain Israelites are. Certain Israelite camps. 10 years old, best friend. We came in the truth together. We joined GMS together. Me, him, and Yatab and Alazar. Right? But because me and Alazar were removed from GMS, he was no longer allowed to interact with me. Now, I knew him way longer than Sergeant Yatab and Alazar, of course. But since 10 years old, ain't that messed up? How, now I'm not going to mention, there's other Israelite camps that do this too, but I'm not going to mention them. I'm just going to mention the camp that I was a part of who did this. Because we weren't in his camp. I mean, he had daughter. He had a daughter. I got children. We'll never be able to see each other's kids. Our kids will never be able to play with each other because he's in this whole ass camp that says these niggas can't be friends with people in other camps. I mean, they could be cool and salute you. Hey, shalom, brother, you know, but ain't that messed up? That's what you call a cult. A real cult. That I love this brother. Man, we done did so many things together. We done did so many things together. I mean, you name it, we've done it together. That close. You name it. And because I was no longer a part of his Israelite camp, we could not talk, we could not fellowship. Even though I stayed doing the work, I stayed pushing the truth, I stayed calling on the true names. Right? Only way me and him could be friends again is if he leaves GMS or falls out the truth. Ain't that sad? Right? Anyway, I just wanted to bring that out. Now let's get back into the video here. Let's get back into the video. Right? So being an Israelite is fun. It brings you great joy, but there's also a lot of evil and wickedness and heartbreaks in this thing, right? So I want to go back here. I want to read these scriptures, and I want to show you guys that they said it. Current members of GMS, so you guys don't think I'm lying. Current members of GMS who have been down for decades said that this individual is no longer in the truth. You're right. Right? I want to get that. And then,
you know, that's self-explanatory.
right? I want to bring these scriptures out real quick, right? This is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 31. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. When he's done with you, he's done with you. When he puts your fire out, your fire's out. When he removes your candlestick is gone. So it's a fearful thing because we have no control over that. All we can do is pray and hope that he continues to use us until the end. And he continues to enable us to endure until the end so that we could be a part of the elect, right? Now, there's not going to be any mercy for this individual here, according to the Bible, because like I said, he's not with another camp. He's not teaching on his own. He's completely out the truth. So Hebrews chapter 6, verse 4, it says, "For it is impossible for those who were once enlightened and have tasted of the heavenly gift and were partakers of the Holy Ghost," right? "And have tasted the good word of God and the powers of the world to come, if they shall fall away, to renew them again unto repentance." So if they fall away, leave the truth, it's impossible, the Bible says, to renew them again unto repentance, seeing that they crucified to themselves the Son of God afresh. That's like killing the Messiah again when he already had to suffer a gruesome crucifixion, right? And we all know this, Luke 9:62. "And Jesus said unto them, No man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of God," right? So now you see the title. It's a warning. We'll get back into the Bible in a second. But I said it's a warning for everybody. But here's why. Now, this has been going on for over a decade. His track record. Now, he could have kept doing all of this and he would have never been removed. He could have kept doing all of this and he would have never been kicked out. God, by them. But guess what? God had to kick him out. See, that's the thing. When we as leaders, when the elders as elders don't do their job, God is going to do it. And it's going to be even worse. So whose hands have Uriah's blood on them? Who should have rebuked him and checked him and set him straight? Now, the Most High had to come do it and totally remove them when he could have just been sat down if y'all would have did your job. First, let me play this, them confirming that he is out of the truth. This is GMS Bay Area, GMS San Francisco. Let's play this.
Hell, man. Okay, keep going.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him.
Yep.
Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
But he's doing it. He got a grudge against all kinds of people, man. He got a grudge against Eisenhower. Okay. He got a grudge against the elder brother Gad. He got a grudge against a whole bunch of Apostle Ramla. Okay. He got a grudge against Uriah, which he ain't in the truth no more. He had a grudge against that dude, man.
Yeah.
All right. When he got hit out there in Seattle, when them dudes rolled up on him and punched him, and nigga snuck off and called him, "Yeah, Lord finally got you, nigga. Lord finally got you, nigga." You know, that's why he was in hot water with the apostles. Okay.
But thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord, Yahweh Shem
You're
Yahushai.
supposed to love your neighbor as yourself, which that dude obviously doesn't do. Okay, he got hatred for certain individuals. He holding grudges, man, unto this day. All right.
1 John 3:11 again. For this is.
So if you guys, he's talking about another brother you call, our brother you call I am not, right? Former GMS member, still out doing the work though. I'm very familiar with the brother Yakal Inap. Yakal Inap had a problem at Quam with this brother Uriah who left the truth. And so, and a situation happened in GMS Seattle where he got punched. Uriah, this individual right here, he got punched. He got dropped. He didn't get knocked out. He got punched. He got dropped. When that happened, this other brother calls him on the phone and says, "Oh, the Lord finally got your ass," right? Now, this is how much he rubbed individuals the wrong way. Should your call have done that? No, right? But you could see how he rubs individuals the wrong way to where you get dropped at camp and a brother who's in your camp calls you and says, "The Lord finally got your ass." See, so this is the situation that they're talking about, but they say, you had a problem against Uriah, talking about your call, and then they say, even though Uriah's not in the truth anymore. And play that one more time.
All right, that's wicked as hell, man. Okay, keep going.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him.
Yep.
Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
But he's doing it. He got a grudge against all kind of people, man. He got a grudge against Isaac. Okay, he got a grudge against the elder brother Gad. He got a grudge against a whole bunch of Apostle Ramla. Okay, he got a grudge against Uriah, but he ain't in the truth no more. He had a grudge against that dude, man.
Yeah.
All right, when he got hit out there in Seattle, when them dudes rolled up on him and punched him, the nigga snuck off and called him, "Yeah, Lord finally got you, nigga. Lord finally got you, nigga." You know?
So you guys can hear from esteemed great millstone up and coming elders here that Uriah is not in the truth anymore. Now, I want to play some of these videos from a decade ago dealing with this individual from a YouTube channel known as GMS No Cowards. Those of you who have been in the truth longer than a decade, then you would know about this channel. Oh, they were isolating a lot of GMS content and highlighting a lot of Uriah's evil and wickedness. So maybe this is the reason why the Lord removed this candlestick. Right? Now look at this, right? Now let's go to this one right here. GMS Seattle ran off the block. Let's look at this. From about all these videos are from about 10 years ago. So you guys can see what led up to the Most High removing this.
Yeah, look at everyone around us just complacent, right? That's what they want. Yeah, this is in the Bellevue Square. I mean, of all places.
So when the situation happened where he got punched, they were in Seattle. It's grimy in Seattle. Gunshots, fights, hammers, knives, drugs, you name it. Downtown Seattle is crazy, but our people are there. Now there's also hood parts of Seattle. So we were wondering what made them go to Bellevue. Bellevue, there's not any black people in Bellevue, not even any Mexicans in Bellevue, unless they're going there to do laborious work for Esau, then leave back across the water. So it's called GMS Seattle ran off the block. So if you're watching, this is the individual who has officially left the truth. Uriah Elliott one. Clackamas, right.
Square, I mean, of all places. This is in the Bellevue Square, I mean, of all places. This is in the Bellevue Square, I mean, of all places.
Bellevue Square of all places. GMS Seattle has been ran off the spot. They have been for the last 7 years after last week's shot heard around the world, right? Now, I get it though. You don't want to be sitting ducks. I get it. But at the same time, though, we do have to be bold as lions, right? We could have went to another place where our people are. We didn't have to go, right? They didn't rather have to go to an all-white city to look into a camera and teach the Bible, you know? But either way, we got shot at. We got a whole clip emptied on us at camp. And guess what? We were there the next week or the next week after that. And we're there right now. I mean, we're not saying we're not going to be stupid. We're going to protect ourselves. We're going to have faith in the Most High as well. Right? A punch, you know, I'm not saying it feels good to get punched, but we get into fights, it happens. You know what I mean? We don't want to leave because of a fight. We would rather fight than to somebody pull up and shoot. Right? So let me go from there too. That wasn't. Let me go to some more. Okay, here we go. This is good. This is good. All right, here's another video. Now this is the same guy. You're right. Now this is why I tell you guys, GMS let this shit. Excuse my language. They let him do this for decades, and again, nothing was gonna happen to him. So the Most High had to come and say, "You're done. We can't be doing this, y'all. We cannot act like this." Now look, look at Sergeant Yatab. So when me and Alizar got removed from GMS, Yatab stayed there for a few years until we had to tell him, bro, what are you doing, man? Get your black ass over here on the winning team. What the hell is wrong with you, nigga? Right? And so he finally came to the winning team. He finally came to the set. You know what I mean? We didn't even put him on. We just blessed him on, right? So Yatab, Sakari Sergeant, he's still in GMS at this time when me and Alizar is not, right? Now watch this though. So this video is called GMS Mutual Combat Law, right? So Uriah is out there challenging everybody to a fight because in Seattle, there's a mutual combat law. If the police see two people fighting, they won't even do nothing because there's a mutual combat law. So Uriah's out there yelling downtown Seattle. Imagine me doing this, everybody. Mutual combat law in Seattle at camp, though. Step up one-on-one, mutual combat law in Seattle. Who wants to fight? What? On camera, and then they put it on YouTube, right? Now, just listen, y'all.
Mutual combat law in Seattle. Step up one-on-one. Mutual combat law in Seattle. Let's go, pussy.
Mutual combat law in Seattle. Step up one-on-one. Mutual combat law in Seattle. Let's go, pussies. This is Uriah, the one who is now out the truth. And this went on YouTube. And Yatab and La'a Kassad, right? Kassad, shalom, brother. I know you're going to watch this probably. Peace, blessings. I've seen y'all out at the bar. I'm not shooting shots at y'all. I'm not fake or double-minded. I'm keeping the same energy. I'm not talking crazy. I'm not, you know, at least now you should know that this content is utterly ridiculous and inexcusable. Like it shouldn't have never made it to YouTube. Come on, you should know that, right? And another disclaimer, I'm not celebrating this brother falling out of the truth, but according to his track record, I can see why the Most High would do this. So it's a cautionary tale to watch what we put out, watch what we do to brethren, watch how we act. Right? Watch, examine ourselves for what are we doing it for? Right? So he's the brothers are
You ain't gonna do shit. Mutual combat law in Seattle. Step up one-on-one. Mutual combat law in Seattle. Let's go, pussy.
Proverbs 14:9. He that is slow to wrath is of great understanding, but he that is hasty of spirit exalted folly. And that was folly. That was folly. And this is why Sakari Varsity Online Academy specializing in Hebrew apologetics. We teach about the spirit of God and not just apologetics, but tools that we need to equip ourselves in this walk. Understand that. To be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Now, the brothers were doing a good job, Kassad and Yatab, Sergeant Yatab. Again, this was before he was in Sakari, of trying to diffuse the situation. And here Yara is saying, step up, pussies. Let's fight one-on-one, everybody in downtown Seattle. Right? And then what happened? What happened? Somebody ended up not too long after that, somebody came through and slid him. What does it mean to be slid? I mean, somebody came through and put fist to flesh. Well, he invited him to do that. Now, listen, can you guys believe? See, all you new babies, look at all these Jacobs. Look at all these Jacobs in the chat. I love you new babies. I love you new babies. And guess what? The Most High removed a lot of this old leaven from our community and brought in all you new babies. And God bless you guys. Yahweh bless you guys. Can you guys imagine this type of content that we're showing you from 10 years ago, making it to YouTube? Can you imagine that? I know you guys can never imagine that, but it happened. Look at all these Jacobs, right? Watch this, y'all.
I didn't mean to spit on you. Let's try to spit on that.
Fuck you up! You know there's a neutral combat law, right? All you have to do is agree to fight. Fucking faggot! Neutral combat law.
Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the internet is forever, bro. This will forever be on here. This will forever be on here. And then here's Yara in the background saying, you know, there's a mutual combat law, right? Well, how will we... You know how many white boys we could have beat the brakes off throughout all these years? And we only did it a few times. Like, we don't need to do that.
I didn't mean to spit on you. Let's try to spit on that.
Fuck you up! You know there's a neutral combat law, right? All you have to...
I do want to tell you guys something now. 10 years ago when this came out, I'm serious right now. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I'm serious right now. But 10 years ago when this came out, nigga, we were on the floor, rolling around, beating the ground, crying with uncontrollable laughter. This shit was funny as hell back then. It's still funny now, but I'm talking about to see it fresh out the oven, nigga. Not the microwave. You guys are getting it out the microwave. I'm talking about to see this fresh out the oven 10 years ago. Man, this shit was so goddamn funny, bro. We're rolling around crying, right? But we knew it was wrong, and we knew it was a horrible display. But certain of it was funny, right?
Fuck you up! You know there's a neutral combat law, right? All you have to do is agree to fight. Fucking faggot! Neutral combat law.
I don't bark. I didn't mean to spit on you. Let's try to spit on that.
Fuck you up! You know there's a neutral combat law, right? All you have to do is agree to fight. Fucking faggot! Neutral combat law.
I don't bark. Love to have you for like 5 minutes, bitch. Love to have you for like 5 minutes, bitch.
See, the white man is so damn funny. He sat up there and said all that to that white man. That white man looked at him and said, I don't bark. Right now, the white dude then turns around. He doesn't want to fight the nigga. He wants to fight somebody who's more lighter complected, who may be able to pass for white. So he doesn't say this to the black dude, right? But he says it to Yara, because Yara could possibly pass for white, right? And he says, "Oh, I wish I could have you for like 5 minutes," and he calls him the B word. This is what he says to Uriah, but he doesn't say that to the black guy. You know why? Because he knows he can take Uriah. He knows Uriah is just sitting here hiding behind a few good niggas, as we used to say. We used to say this back then 10 years ago. Uriah's just hiding behind a few good niggas. You remember that movie, A Few Good Men? Well, all Uriah needed was a few good niggas, and he did it well. He was at one point, and Alazar, Chief Priest Guerrilla Hebrew, he's finna come on here in a second. And he's gonna give you guys more information as well, right? And he gonna talk good. We're gonna get our guest speaker Guerrilla Hebrew in a second. But there was one point, everybody, where GMS Seattle was almost 20 men deep. You guys understand that? 20 men deep. All niggas. And you had this guy right here in control of 20 niggas. Do you know what type of pride and machismo and you know how hard you could think you are when you're in control of 20 niggas, right? So that was that caused a lot of these melees that you see on this channel here, right? And then it dwindled down to like four or five brothers, right? Yeah, he thought he's tough, right?
For like 5 minutes, bitch. We'd love to have you for like 5 minutes, bitch.
Man, now if we whoop his ass, then we'll be in the wrong.
That's right, do it. Somebody. But don't all you do
That's the antagonist,
one
man.
of you be a man to do it.
See?
He's telling them, don't all of you guys try to pack me out. One of you guys be a man and do it. Paulette Stinson, the water for the super chat donation. Greatly appreciate you. So he tells this man twice that there's a mutual combat law, and the devil agrees, and he says, one of you step up and do it, and no one does. You invite him to a fight, and then when he accepts the fight, you call him an antagonist. That's a hypocrite. You tell him mutual combat law in Seattle. Let's fight one-on-one, devil. He says, all right, one of you guys do it. Not all of you guys. One of you guys be a man and do it. And then you say, oh, he's an antagonist. That is a hypocrite. Now, these are all separate occasions where he's calling people out for this mutual combat law that's in Seattle, right? Watch him do it again.
There's a neutral combat law in Seattle. You want to go one-on-one? Oh, what's that? There's a neutral combat law in Seattle. You want to fight one-on-one?
Now, look at this goddamn devil that he's trying to, come on, bro. Look at
You want to go one-on-one? Oh, what's that?
Imagine me fighting him and then walking around like that's a trophy or a W on my fighting record. This is the guy who they let run amok through their camp. But guess what, everybody? This is all God's will, because if him and Alazar would have never had any problems, there would be no Sakari. So we got to get a Most High hand, not for removing him from the truth, because I don't desire to see our people perish. But we got to get a Most High hand for him being so evil to Alazar and Alazar not liking him, and then them ultimately removing us from their organization, and then Sakari happens because we had to start our own camp. And now look how many more souls and potential elect members have been reached and still are being sealed through that act alone. So get a Most High hand for that. Hassad posts Proverbs 20:3. Avoiding a fight is a mark of honor. Only fools insist on quarreling. That's a cut. So look who he's trying to fight. Imagine my brother Gaza fighting this devil right here.
There's a neutral combat law in Seattle. You want to go one-on-one?
Oh, what's that?
Imagine Gaza the Zealot fighting this devil right here. And everybody know Gaza the Zealot, he's got hands of stone. I know it might not look like it, but mess around and try to find out. I had to put him on the spot. You know why? Because he be texting me while I be on my live show.
There's a neutral combat law in Seattle. You want to fight one-on-one? There's a neutral combat law in Seattle. You want to go one-on-one?
Oh, what's that?
There's a neutral combat law in Seattle. You want to fight one-on-one?
Huh? Okay. So he's continually asking people for mutual combat laws. I mean, for mutual combat, right?
You want to go one-on-one?
Oh, what's that?
There's a neutral combat law in Seattle. You want to fight one-on-one?
This is us by the devil. Lord, please take the devil away from this man.
You want to go one-on-one? Take him. You want to go one-on-one?
Look at this. Edomite is not showing a want for any violence. And then Uriah is still trying to badger him into a fight. He's taking off his garment. The devil is trying to pray for you. Not to say that you should let him pray for you, but how would that warrant you to take off your garment? And we know you're not going to fight. We haven't seen Uriah fight in decades, right? It's horrible. Now, me personally, I would laugh. Proverbs 29:22. An angry man stirreth up strife, and a furious man aboundeth in transgression. James 1:20. For the wrath of a man worketh not.
Take the devil out. You want to go one-on-one? Please. Say you want to go one-on-one. Please. Say you want to go one-on-one because it's neutral. You got it on camera.
Keep your word.
Say you want to go one-on-one.
He may bless the earth with your prosperity and your love.
Come on.
That in which the devil is
Say you want to go one-on-one.
He has been
Say you want to go one-on-one.
His soul is accepted and it needs you, Lord.
Come on, Esau.
It needs you.
Come on, Esau.
Lord,
let's go one-on-one.
and this devil look into my eyes.
Say yes.
And then he will see.
This is horrible. This is absolutely horrible. But this is the guy who is now out of the faith, out of the truth. And of course, it's all the Most High is doing, but we can see the lead up. Why was he even there? What was his intention? Shalom, Deacon, I'm new to the truth. I was wondering, could you explain the scripture for me? Matthew 15:11. Yeah, just give me a second. Yeah, this is a low moment. So like I said, some of this was funny, but this was a very low moment in Hebrew Israelite history, right? And here you have these brothers. GMS Men of Wisdom, right? I think this is the old Dallas camp. I believe so. They said they were talking about how we don't have to go out bully. Okay, cool. So we got, I'm about to put a link in the chat for Sergeant Yatab because they were back there. They need to give their testimony on Uriah in these times over a decade ago. And then we're going to have also Alazar come on here. And because they be saying, first of all, Alazar and Yatab be trying to say that I be getting the stories wrong. And they might be true because the weed up here in Seattle was so strong. And then I moved to Cali. That weed was so strong too. But the weed up here in Seattle was so strong. And I smoked so much of it. I may not have some of those brain cells from about 14, 15 years ago from before the truth. So maybe I'm leaving out certain details, or maybe it's not in chronological order, but they act like, because Alazar never did nothing. So I know he knows. But Sergeant Yatab be acting like he just got more brain cells than me when it comes to remembering the story, right? So I got a link in the chat for Sergeant Yatab, but I want to go back here.
As much as anybody want to cut his head off, you can't do that, man. Right. Yep.
So GMS Men of Wisdom, they're saying that, you know, You shouldn't be going out here at camp trying to bully people. This is true, but this is what Uriah was doing. And guess why he was doing it, everybody? Because he had 20 niggas behind him. Listen, if you don't want the Most High to remove you out of the truth, hit that like button. I'm not saying he's going to remove you out of the truth if you don't hit the like button. I'm just saying, show him that you don't want him to remove you out the truth. Oh, shit. Now, look, y'all, I haven't seen some of these videos. Hold on. You guys, I haven't seen some of these videos in about a decade. So it says, now let's examine what happens when he's actually engaged in mutual combat. Oh, my God. I think this is going to be funny. I think this is going to be funny. Oh, I got to get ready. I got to get ready. Okay, because I kind of remember what happens next, but we're going to see. Because remember, he's been calling out everybody for the fade, right? He's at camp teaching God's word, calling out everybody for the fade, right? Because he got niggas behind him. Now, I want you guys to watch this.
It says, the Most High teaches my fingers to war, man.
Stop it! Stop it!
Do it again.
Oh my God, I forgot about this. So he says the Most High teaches his hands to war, but he swings, he misses, and he falls flat on his back against a bum-ass Edomite. Oh my God, I remember this. I remember this. And guess what, everybody? This made it to YouTube. I forgot about this. And it made it to YouTube. The Lord teaches my hands to war. 20 minutes later, you try to swing, miss, and fall on your back. And his back hit hard too. Did you guys hear that? And look, and GMS didn't get it. GMS didn't get that they had this individual ruling in their camp. On his bike, like Plies would have said. Like the homie Plies, on his bike. Right? Man, I'm gonna play it again. Nigga said, play it again. Play it again, huh? I'm gonna play it again, y'all. But I want to say something else too. I want to say something. You know, this is the brother right here. Now somebody say, don't call him a brother. You know what I mean? He's not in the truth anymore. He's still a fellow Israelite. All right. Again, and we're not celebrating that he got removed from the truth. We're just showing you what led up to it, what he did, why God would have did that, why GMS just sat back and didn't do a goddamn thing and just let him keep doing. How did that even get on YouTube? Oh, I swung and missed and fell on my goddamn back. Let me put that on YouTube. What? After I just invited the whole downtown Seattle to a one-on-one mutual combat law. Right? So this is important though. I want to bring it here though. I want to bring it here and I'm gonna go right back there. Oh, it's funnier. There's more funnier stuff than that. This is why you need to put on the whole armor. You need to put on the whole armor. I always say this, not just physically, but spiritually, of course. We want to be prayed up. We want to be fasting. We want to be in the word. We want to have brothers holding us accountable. But we also want to put on the whole armor, the Deacon Sakari new clothing line. We want to do that as well. Come on now. You look good, you feel good, you perform good. You got to represent so you can stay fresh like a peppermint. You understand? So moderators, put the link to the clothing line in the channel. Flawless, not lawless. You understand that? Flawless, not lawless. Northern Kingdom. We got the Northern Kingdom apparel. We got the Southern Kingdom. Hoodies, t-shirts, hats, stuff for the kids. Come on, y'all. Support the situation. The link is in the chat. Now, all you guys want to see that again. All you guys want to see that again. Is Yatab in here? He's not in here yet. Okay. Somebody text Yatab. Actually, I'll do it. I'll do it. Yatab. Okay, so let's play that again, man. Let's play that again. And they didn't understand that the Lord was humbling them. But guess what? They stayed with their pride. Oh, if you leave GMS, you're going to die. We're the best camp in the world. We got 100% truth. You can't correct us. We do whatever we want to do. You name it. Sister Cezanne, the water for the super chat donation. Greatly appreciate you. Right now, let's run that back. Oh man.
It says the Most High teacheth my fingers to war, man.
Hey, stop it. Stop it.
Do it again.
Just listen. Listen, everybody. Listen how hard that back hit that bike hit that ground. Then he gets up and says, do it again. Do what again? You're the one that swung and missed. He must have hit his head too. He's in a state of delirium. Oh man, this. Bro said, do it again. He didn't even do nothing. You swung, missed. Dude.
Hey, stop it. Stop it.
Do it again. Do it again. Spirit made me miss that motherfucker.
The Spirit made me miss that mother ucker. What? But you just said the Lord teaches your hands to war. Then you get up from off your back and say the Spirit made me miss that father mucker. You can't make this stuff up. Spirit made me miss that father mucker, man. And they're laughing about it. It's not funny. This is a bum. This is a bum that you're.
Do it again. Spirit made me miss that motherfucker.
Hold on, we got your top. Hold on, we got your top. Let's all right. Zakari Sargent, what's going on, man?
Let me get in on this. Let me get in on this. See, this is Carl. I'm driving down the street, man. I literally had to turn around and come back home. I said, man, let me go home, man, and let me go get on there with him, man. Do it again, man. That right there. And now the cold part about it, this is how cold it is, man, because everybody's trained to keep their game face. When Uriah does that and he gets up off the ground, look at Ashar. Ashar got his game face on as if nothing had happened. When Uriah says the Spirit made me miss, watch Ashar fall out. Because this was in his spirit. When he saw that, he's like, oh my God. But he doesn't say nothing. When Uriah says the Spirit made me miss, he goes, oh my God. He starts cracking up because that's what was in his spirit at that time. He's like, man, I can't believe this dude just did this. And I think I was standing there when that happened because I remember brothers laughing about that a little bit, you know. But, you know, this is how we learn, though. This is how all Israel learned, because there was a lot of videos back then where a lot of stuff will be captured on tape. But I think this is with these videos, everybody learned, like, some of that stuff you just leave off. Because you remember, Brothers was doing videos back then where they were putting up 3, 4, 5 hour videos straight all the way through. In a 5 hour period, it's you forget a lot of that stuff that ends up happening. And you see what Deacon does. You see that? But yeah, this was a very unbelievable time. And I can't believe that I was actually there for it.
Man, Yatab, I can't believe that we were there. I can't believe that we got a chance to experience this. Like I said, you guys are getting it out the microwave, not even the toaster oven. We got this fresh out the oven. You understand? And so
not forget, I got blamed for this. I was blamed for being no cowards. You see?
Yeah, they thought Sergeant Yatab had created this page that we're looking at now. Again, if you're joining, this is what we're watching. We're watching GMS Seattle, but the page No Cowards is the one who are taking these clips and condemning these clips. All right, just so you guys are walking with us. And now, so again, Yatab, like I was saying, we're not celebrating the brother being removed. It's actually crazy, and I never would have thought it would happen. But this track record and his history, we can see why. And like I was saying, Yatab, earlier, I was saying GMS sat back there and didn't do nothing to let him be like this. So, and that forced the Most High God to say that I have to do something now. Right?
Hopefully the brother comes back. You know, it's just what it was is it seemed like he was so happy when it seemed like a brother had left. You know, he would stir people up and make people do long videos talking about a person when they left. Hella sarcastic. Remember he said to Alizar, we'll see if he has that ponytail by next Passover. You know, just all the little arrogant little comments. Like you could see he was really, really happy at the thought of brothers going back into the world. So, you know, I'm definitely not going to show that same sentiment. Hopefully he gets his mind right. You know, at the end of the day, he might be one of those Israelites who just won't go teach no more. Maybe he's reading and studying still trying to keep the law. You know, you never really know. But it's just crazy to see this happen, knowing how hard he used to push to kick people out of the truth. It was crazy, man, when he had that power in his hand. See, Ra knew that we didn't have a direct link to the elders or to the people that were up above us because they have it, you know, they have it structured in that way. So the heads of the camp will talk to the heads of whatever region, and then those guys will go and report it back to the elders. And Yerah knew all he had to do was give those people a call above him, and they were going to believe him because, of course, they don't talk to any of us. So they're not going to assume that the leader of a camp is lying like that. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to think that's happening. So that's how he was able to pull that off. And all those brothers in the camp, all those guys in that camp, all those guys were good brothers, but they were forced to be a certain way, knowing that this guy was over them and that if they went against what he said, next thing you know, they wouldn't be in the camp no more. And it sounds petty, but it's true. You know, there was nobody out there with you to teach the Bible with you. And brothers really held that, brothers took that serious. So brothers didn't want to just be kicked out back into the world talking to people that don't understand anything that's going on whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? And Uriah, he played that game real well back then. He was vicious.
Yeah, he was vicious. And there were times where he made me feel like a complete piece of garbage. And I know I say this all the time. When I first came into the truth, I used to ask 3 people about the Bible. It was Yakal Ainap, Uriah, and Alizar, Guerrilla Hebrew. And Yakal and Guerrilla Hebrew would answer my questions. Uriah would tell the rest of the brothers, what's wrong with this guy? Is he stupid? These are the questions that he's asking me. And I'm just trying to get understanding being new to the faith. And so as time progresses, when we were getting into it or when, you know, he felt like I was doing something wrong, especially when I was removed from GMS, I had a big S-dub chain. Oh, I had 1,000-gram necklace. It was crazy. They said, but I had pawned the chain though, but I still had pictures of it or videos of it because I'm fresh coming into the truth. I was rapping and doing all kind of manner of evil, right? So they told me, oh man, he needs to, instead of that S-dub chain, he needs to go get a 2/3 chain. He needs to just go back into the world. You all need to take the mark of the beast. This, if you could survive Uriah, you could survive anybody. If you could survive this guy named Uriah, you could survive anybody, because he was going to do his best. And not just him. I ain't going to mention other people, but it was other GMS members too. If you could survive them and them pushing you to go back into the world and just treating you like you're this big and just irrelevant, oh, you know, you could survive anybody because they will crush you. See, this is 10 plus years ago. You guys got it good today. This is when you got kicked out of the camp, they made videos on you and had your whole goddamn face on YouTube. What's your police record? What's your family? What's your kids? This is what used to happen over 10 years ago. If you left the truth, or even if you left the camp, but still were in the truth, nigga, your mugshot was on. Nigga, your mugshot was on YouTube. Nigga, your brother, if you had a family member who had a jail record, they were on YouTube. Your wife and kids were on YouTube. Nigga, that's how it was back then.
You haven't been an Israelite until you've had your mugshot thrown up on YouTube. Remember, we used to wake up in the morning wondering who they did a video on. And it would be funny to everybody except for the person they did the video on. I remember they did that video on Gad. Gad called my phone. He said, "You top, man?" I said, "What's good?" He was like, "Man, this remember that?" He was so crazy every day. It was an everyday thing. Deacon would call me, "You top, they got you." But they might not really get me, but just the thought, the butterfly that jumped in my stomach whenever I would see his phone, just because you don't want to see, even though nobody in the world even sees this, nobody knows it. But for some reason, it just felt like everybody on the planet was looking at your picture up there. You know what I'm saying? It was vicious to see every camp that you knew that you liked putting your picture on the internet, echoing something that was said out of Seattle. And I can't say that they all just did that to me, but good old fashioned Yakina, you know, when they were trying to, and they did a good old fashioned what? I think it was an 8-part video on me when I left the camp, and it was all lies. And I went down there with the camera and asked them about everything that they said and recorded them. And it turned out they were all lies. But when they went back and apologized, so we never put that video out. But yeah, you just don't know what it's like, especially when the truth was fresh then. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot smaller circle or circuit than it is now. So it felt like when a person did a video, everybody who was in Israel saw it because GMS were, they were the biggest ones out of there. So there hundreds of videos, man. If you could have seen the amount of videos they were putting out on Al-Azhar, it was crazy. I'm like, where are they getting all these pictures of this dude? Man.
So that's what we had to go through, y'all, and it was tough, but hey, it shaped us. I'm just glad that you guys, you knew brothers and sisters, you guys don't have to go through that. Imagine that happening now, especially now that, see, back then they'll put your picture on the video, your mom, your kids, talk all kind of stuff about you, cuss you out, say you're going back into the world to leave you alone, don't ever deal with this guy again, right? But see, the videos back then only got a few hundred views. Imagine that happening now when we have 10 million plus 20 million, 50 million views now and 100,000 subscribers. And us putting plaster in your face on that Summer Jam screen. Man. So let's play some more of this. Let's play some more of this until we get out.
I was right there when that happened.
Yeah, no, this was bad.
Watch Al-Shiar. As soon as he goes, "Spirit made me miss."
So this says, look how this guy chooses his battles, right? We saw him screaming about mutual combat law, offering one-on-ones to weak little devils and old people, pushing old ladies, etc. But when a quote-unquote real nigga comes up to the camp is silent. Now, this is definitely, I remember it. You remember this, Yatab?
I was gone by here. At this point, I was no longer there.
So yeah, that individual who you heard punking the whole camp, I believe he did brandish a firearm. But what happened is he had a girl with him, and the camp called her the B word or something like that. You
Oh,
remember?
I think this was actually the first video that No Cowards ever did.
Yeah. You're right. So he called his girl the B word or whatever, and then he brandished the firearm, and he's like, you know, he's basically punking him out. Now, what is he supposed to say? Yeah, shoot. You know, I'm not saying that. But he could have said, put the gun down, boy, and get beat down like your father used to. Or they could have not called the brother's girl he was with the B word.
It's just so many hours of saying crazy stuff and nothing ever happens. You just don't know when that one time is getting ready to happen. I think that was it right there.
Yeah.
Fucking carnal. You're so fucking carnal. You're gonna lose the fight.
See,
You're gonna lose the fight. You're so fucking.
see, this bitch brings back memories, man, from back then. It's just funny, man. And what's called is now I'm thinking about it. People don't really understand is with us going out there and being out there for 4 to 8 hours, the amount of stuff you're getting ready to find on an 8-hour-long video if you just sit there and watch through it in downtown Seattle. And that's what I can see No Cowards did. Because they're real condensed clips, but he's just going through them long days and just catching all types of madness in there. Wow.
He's saying, you're so carnal, you're going to lose the fight. He's talking, I think he's talking to Gad right here. Yeah, he was talking.
He is.
So he's talking to Rayubya right here, the nigga Rayubya. And
they started treating Rayubya bad because Rayubya, I brought him down there. And then I ended up leaving, probably like 2 weeks after Gad, because I had talked to Gad for like 2 years. He finally came down there when I was just about to get up out of there. And I ended up leaving like 2 weeks after Gad got down there. And after that, they just started doing stuff to him. Now of course, Gad's going to do Gad stuff. But, you know, them guys could have dealt with him a little bit better, but they didn't because he came there with me. And then look at this, and this is what they're doing. So, and this is the example. And this is what Uriah will lead you into. You could be standing there with a brother. You've brainwashed yourself into believing that these are your brothers, all the love that you would give your bro. You know, you tell them intricate stuff about yourself. And then when you end up finding something wrong and you leave, they take everything. I'm talking about anything. You could like to buy Jordans. And they'll come on here and talk about how you're carnal because you love to buy Jordans. But that's all happening because Uriah would lead those guys into it. It's not like they wake up and say, you know what, I'm about to get on their helmet. No, Uriah would come in and give an order. We're all going to talk about this guy today. You know, this used to be crazy, man. No, but like I said, this example.
They forced Yatab to do a video talking shit about me. Yeah. No. We're here now.
Come on, man.
We're here now. Let's explain that situation. How?
Oh man.
Go ahead, brother.
And it's cold because, and this is one of the reasons why I don't like to really just get on the internet and just talk about other Israelites like that. You know what I'm saying? Just because, you know, I could feel however I felt. I could be upset and all that. But to turn around and watch myself on the camera, I just looked like a hoe, man. I just didn't like it, man. That shit was corny. That shit was gay. And me being who I am, I feel disgusted. I actually let somebody brought me into that because it was a free for all. You know what I'm saying? That's all camp was that day. Let's get on the camera, let's look in the camera, and let's talk about these guys. And you know, I didn't like it. You know, I didn't like it at all. I'm sitting up there, I'm standing there, and they're going in on Al-Azhar, and me and Al-Azhar never had a disagreement or argument, so I couldn't even say anything about that. And I'm glad that Uriah didn't try to yank me into something. So then they go on to their Deacon part, and you know me and Deacon, man, we've been doing this for a very, very long time. But this guy Uriah, oh my God, this guy Uriah, they're sitting there talking and talking. Then he turns to me. He's like, man, do you guys? Because he knows how well me and Deacon know each other. So just like why would you do that though? Imagine me turning to somebody at camp and telling them to get on camera and say what you got to say about another brother that was here. That was gay. But yeah, I went ahead and did that little, I just say, why? Yeah, it was all bad. When I think about it, that's the feeling that I get. So this is the reason why I don't like to really even go out and do that. Because then if I go look at myself again, it's embarrassing. But yeah,
hold on. You talk. This is Chief. Hold on.
Oh, bring him in, man. Oh no.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm jumping on this live in a second. I want everybody to buckle up, okay? Because I got a lot to say. I've been listening. I got a lot to say. And your Tom, he ain't never said a word about me, so I give all praise to him. That's always my friend, man.
You see that? You know.
Much shit about me, but your Tom, sorry to get Tom in this school. He never said one word about Alizar Beloya, man. He knew I was a man of the Lord, man. Okay, no, but
all right, how long?
Listen, I'm on the way up by probably about 15, man. Buckle up. If we gotta cut into Flux Friday, we gotta cut into my live. Don't even worry, we don't cut into my. I got a lot to say.
All right, I got you. All right, shalom.
Shalom.
Yeah, so no, your Tom is right though, because back then, like I was telling you guys, back then, if you left the camp, if the camp was mad at you, if you did something, they were gonna say, all right, they were gonna come to camp. Matter of fact, Yatab, you were the one that told me. You said, no, that was the first time they went in on me. Remember when I came to camp, I was prospecting and I pulled up, I walked around the corner and you shook your head like this. I was like, what? You was like, nigga, they're going in on you. So they were going in on me and I was just a prospect at the time. And so I comes around the corner and they just stopped talking about me. Tell us about that time.
I don't even remember that time, to be real with you.
You don't remember? I was a prospect at the time, and I came to camp late. Hold on, this is Alizar again. Hold on. Hello? Hello? Butt dial. But yeah, you remember they was going in on me, and I was just a prospect. I came around the corner, you was shaking your head. You was like, I was like, what? You was like, nigga, they're going in on you right now. But I didn't hear them talking about me because they had stopped when I showed up. So after camp, Kassan comes up to me. I don't know if you remember this. After camp, Kassan comes up to me and says, we just think that, we don't want you around anymore. We just think that you're more of a liability than an asset. Those were his exact words.
La'a said that?
Yeah, La'a said that. Hello?
Yeah, Salakia. Let me talk about that time too, Salakia. I got you. So so your Tom not remember. So this is really what set it. I want everybody to understand this is what set a lot of stuff off. This was the catalyst to a video, and I may play this video soon called Uriah Exposed 2011, right? So Uriah decided to go to camp, and then mind you, y'all, I was in San Diego now. I moved to San Diego. And I opened up GMS San Diego, right? But Deacon was a prospect, right? So he spends the whole day at camp talking about me and Deacon, right? That's when this comes. There's two legendary quotes from that day. I hope that brother gets right, and let's see if he has that ponytail next Passover, right? Those we're about 12, 10 Passovers later, right? And it's like it. But he made those two statements when he was talking about me and Deacon. Now, mind y'all, me and Deacon, we're cool. We F with each other, right? But we're not tight like y'all see us today yet. We were kind of thrust together through this nigga, man. So really, he was just really a vessel that the Most High used. But he spent that whole day at camp talking, and then when Deacon showed up, and I wish we had this, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. We might can find this somewhere on Daily Motion. But what's so funny is, Deacon hits the corner, and all of a sudden, when Uriah sees him, he immediately changes the conversation, even though he had already been talking about it for like an hour. As soon as Deacon shows up, he changes the conversation and acts like it never happened. But everybody there saw it. That's why when he seen Yatab was shaking his head that day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, I didn't know that. I didn't know that was even. I didn't even know that made it to the internet highways.
Yeah, so what happened was somebody came on my comment board, on the GMS San Diego comment board, and was like, is that Alizar? He's bugged out. He's doing this, that. And I came on there. I said, what? I said, no, I'm not. Where did you hear that from? And he's like, well, Uriah was just talking about you on the video. So I didn't even know about it. Somebody came on the comment board and blew the whistle. Then I watched it. I said, damn, he's going in on me and Deacon Hakai, Hakai Goyim, right? So that's a key piece of history, because and that's what we have to remember out of this is you and I we was cool. We was really forced together through the evil and wickedness of this man, Uriah.
Man. Yeah, we're gonna try to find some of those clips from Daily Motion as well. I may do a
whole Chief Dome on this, but I'm on the way. I'm almost there, man. I'm coming.
Con. Shalom.
Yeah.
So that day, that was the day, Yatai, where I came and you told me they were going in on me. But it's just messed up because there was another time where they did that. Now I was in California at the time. There was a series. You remember this, Yatai? There was a series, and I know Alazar is going to want to call back in. I'm gonna have to block his call. I'm gonna have to block Alazar until he gets the link. Right now, there was a series. There was another series where so time had passed. Me and Alazar is linked up together. We're in GMS San Diego. It might just be. I don't know if we're GMS still or Sakari or 1715 yet, right? But they did another series on me and Alazar. At this time, Yatab he was no longer a prospect. He was in the camp. And that's the video I was talking about where they were talking about me. Some of them were talking about Alazar, but they forced my best friend, Sakari Sargent, to do a whole lesson. I remember it like it was yesterday. Listen, look at Yatab had a whole notebook. He's reading from the notebook, talking shit about the
God. My God.
Right? So the series was called BAN. It was 18 parts. It was like 18 parts, and it was a series called BAN, right? B.A.N for basically BA nigga, right? A bad nigga. Right, and it was called the Bad Nigga series, and so they did a whole thing, man, and they forced my friend to go in on me, and it didn't work because we're here now, right, brother?
That was bad business. I should never have done nothing like that. That was disgusting, man. That was disgusting. But don't act like you didn't go have some fun on the computer too, man. This is bad that you don't feel bad after looking at yourself. You see that? Disgusting, man. You see.
Oh no, we had to respond. We had to respond, man, and we had to go in. I told on Yatab. I tried to get Yatab in trouble because I knew he was doing some shady dealings. We're not going to talk about that, but you were heated. You were so mad.
It was all good because I already had Uriah's approval before I did anything I did. This guy was trying to get me the boot. The great thing is that in GMS, we didn't really hear nobody else. So these guys called themselves trying to do this 4-hour video. Man, we probably watched about 15 minutes and it was over with. But me being me, I watched the whole thing. I said, these guys are crazy as hell, man. Oh my God, I can't believe that, man. It's just crazy where we came from and how the Most High was taking us here and over there and over here and over there, all off of this thing that we believe. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, man. Man, it's crazy.
Yeah. So we got mutual combat law. Let's play.
Oh, let me tell you something about mutual combat law, man. And this is actually some of the beauty of Uriah too, man, because I still have to take my hat off to Uriah. The way that this guy could go out there for every week and he'll be up there with and they would just be talking, man, for hours, man. I'm like, man, these guys are cold. I don't know how they could do that, but Uriah used to go and he would watch World Star or watch the Animal Channel or watch something that was on TV, and that's how he would come up with his lesson. He'd be talking about it. So when Uriah started doing the mutual combat law, it's because they used to have these dudes that used to walk around downtown dressed up in superhero uniforms. And there was a black dude, he used to wear like I don't know what kind of Avengers mask that was, but his name was Phoenix Jones or something like that. And on World Star, they had a video of him downtown. Some white boy thought he was a fighter, kept running up on them guys, making fun of him. So he took off his mask, was like, man, you want to just get down? Man, we just get down right now. Dude said, yeah, I'll do it. So he said, okay, mutual combat law. The police are standing right there. So the police let him do the mutual combat. Mutual combat law is mean two people can square off in the street, and whoever falls down first, when somebody falls, then it's over with. So Uriah saw that. We're watching him. We're watching the dude beat up the white dude. Huh?
I said that's just like in hockey. You get the fight before somebody hit the ground.
Exactly. So that's what made him do that. Uriah saw that on World Star, and for about 4 weeks after that, it was mutual combat law. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere. Oh, that's hilarious, man. My bad.
Nah, that was horrible. We watched that whole video. We watched him fly and land on his back, and I was just saying to you, Todd, we're not laughing at the fact that he's out the truth, but damn it, these videos, man, we were crying back then. I mean, literal tears in our eyes watching some of these videos.
It's cool because I was there for a lot of it. That's why it's crazy. But, the cold thing is just to, just watch how brothers deal with people, man, because you running around hoping and praying that everybody's leaving because you feel like you're in the high spot. Well, oh, yeah, I'm the head of the camp. These guys got to do what I say. And then, you're going around kicking people like kicking, and then the Most High turn around and do the same exact thing to you. No, but the only thing is you won't get any get back. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to be mindful of that, man. And there always got to be mercy. Always has to be mercy when you're dealing with brothers, man.
Yeah, this is a video called GMS Seattle Non-Edifying Hypocrites. Now, again, y'all, you're going to see Sergeant Yatab in here.
Yeah, because what No Cowards did is No Cowards started after I had left. So he was going back getting videos that I was still in, you know what I'm saying, and pulling them up there. But by the time this started, I wasn't there anymore.
So watch this.
Careless, but men cannot be careless or cannot afford to be.
No, I know I said that the elders never did anything. What I meant was there was no real correction. The elders may have told them to, after a certain while of No Cowards having all unlimited content, the elders did tell GMS Seattle to pull the plug on that whole channel because it was literally back to back content that GMS Seattle would just put under the leadership of Uriah that they would just put on YouTube that shouldn't be there. So eventually the elders did say, terminate the whole channel. But that was all. It was still a whole track record, accusations, allegations, all of it. Right? So Elder Apostle Gabar is condemning Seattle for some of their stuff that they're doing, but it's not like a adequate reprisal.
And that's what this was. This was an act of being careless. When you upload a video on YouTube, you have to check the video's content. Now, if you guys in Seattle would have checked the video's content and use something we're going to get into called discretion, you wouldn't have uploaded this melee, thereby making yourself look ridiculous. Okay?
Yeah, go through the Mississippi. Go away, man. Shit. God damn. I said go through the Mississippi.
Wait until you see who they just pushed. Oh boy.
I don't think I'm here for that.
To the city through the midst of Jerusalem. Jerusalem being our people. Being our people. All right? So all through we push men too. All right? All throughout the whole world, wherever our people is located, the Most High got us
Dang. He said, man, he was gonna say, man, I'll beat your ass. But lo and behold, it's another old lady. They were very, very inclined to push old ladies regularly. That was like their modus operandum, is to push old ladies away from the camp. And he was finna say, man, I'll beat your ass. He was finna say that. But this is all under the guise of their leader, Uriah, who the Most High, according to GMS, has removed from the faith. How many old ladies did you see them push while you were there?
I've seen a whole bunch of old ladies getting pushed, but
what would you would have done?
I was a thoroughbred.
What would you would have done if they would have pushed the old lady on your watch? You would have stepped in there and stopped it, right, brother?
I can't imagine nobody pushing the old lady, to be honest with you, unless she's coming over doing something super crazy or something. I don't know. I can't really imagine that. Oh my God, man.
All right, link in the chat for Gorilla Hebrew. Link in the chat for the Gorilla Hebrew.
Oh man,
this is bad.
And you know, it's hard. You can't really say too much because I spent many years and many hours on that blade for some of that stuff, and you know.
Like you said though, Yatab, it's messed up where we come from, what had to happen to us, what we had to see in this truth so long ago, to get where we are now and what shapes our worldview now and our character now. We know that none of this. First of all, a Sakari member can't even misspeak without us potentially taking the video down. I'm talking about misspeak about. If a Sakari member says this is the Greek word oikomene instead of cosmos, he might get his video taken down. Let alone this type of stuff. You know, we got
a lot of it came from learning from right here too.
We have quality control over here. Hey, what's going on, brother?
Hey, all praise to the Most High. What's going on, man? Deacon, what's going on? Get Tom, Daraj. Yeah. You know what I said tonight? I got to get in this. I must.
No, you're late. You're late. You're late. Your time already came in here and said
it. Let me get in this. Lord in Christ. Y'all don't understand. I need everybody out there. This is a cautionary tale, though, right? Everybody needs to learn from this, because what we learned from this was exactly what not to do. This was the type of leader. You have to understand, when you see me, Deacon, Yatab, you look at us in any way like we're leaders in Israel. We had to suffer under this man before we were leaders in Israel, all right? We had to literally suffer under this man, but it showed us a tremendous example of what not to do, how not to be, man. The type of tactics, because you guys are seeing a lot of jaw-dropping stuff on video. There's a lot of stuff that happened behind the scenes, happened in brothers' homes, happened in text messages, on phone calls that we don't have the documentation of. We could just give testimony on. A lot of crazy stuff happened with this brother, but even with all that, we hate to see that he fell out of this thing, right? Because you can do off things, but you can redeem yourself. You can seek the Lord 10 times more. You can dust yourself off and really get back right with the Most High. Unfortunately, it seems as if, this brother, he's given up, the fight. And I'm gonna tell y'all, even with all this stuff that happened, there's one time that there was a lot of stuff going on still around this time, but there was a time where this brother was hit with a McFlurry when we was out there. He was hit with a McFlurry. He had ice cream, Oreo, and ice cream all over him. Because remember, there's McDonald's on the corner, right? So somebody messed around, threw a McFlurry at bro. And I remember that day. He's teaching still, though. He's in the midst of teaching. This was the demon day. Y'all weren't there. This was a very demonic day. We had a crowd of at least 20 plus people attacking us, throwing signs, all kind of stuff. That one little girl that used to be downtown, a little girl from Paul Rue who used to be downtown, she had went to tripping with the Akim that day. And she ended up rallying a crowd, about 20 people. It was an unruly multitude that came against us, right? And he got hit with a McFlurry that day. And I always had my bag. I used to keep a washcloth in my bag. So I took the washcloth. I'm not even saying nothing to nobody. I took the washcloth. I went in the crowd, got a water off of some random person in the crowd, put some water on the washcloth, and literally wiped the brother off while he was in the midst of teaching without even saying a word, right? And there was a lot of BS going on. There was tension in the camp, all those various things. So I'm only bringing it out to say, regardless of what happened, we were still trying to be brothers, right? Even after he tried to say all manner of evil about me, Deacon, everybody else, when I was still in Great Millstone, when he called my phone, I was still cool with him. I still buried the hatchet. I didn't hold any grudges, right? But that was after the video I was talking about earlier, where he was talking about me and Deacon for a whole camp, right? And then, I made the response, a video called Uriah Exposed 2011, right? That's when we found out about this one scripture. Give me Proverbs 11:9, Isaiah, real quick. It's one scripture we found out about through that. And Danyala, Soldier Danyala out of Ascari Vegas, who was with me in GMS San Diego at the time, he brought this precept out, and it was so perfect because he read for me on Uriah Exposed 2011. That was in the back of his old Escalade, right? Go ahead, read that.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 9.
And
hypocrite with his mouth destroys his neighbor.
And that's what he was doing. A hypocrite with his mouth destroys his neighbor. He was trying to destroy me and destroy Deacon. And again, like I can't emphasize this enough. Me and Deacon was cool. We was cool. I remember when we got cool when it was prospects, and he used to show up to camp. We always used to do a chant called slope. We used to always go slope, 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 slope to Moab, right? So me and Deacon was cool, but Uriah's mutual hatred for both of us, that really, it bound us together spiritually. To where now my fight again, now when there's a council about me, it's we're inseparable. And they even said it when they end up kicking us out of GMS. What they said was, Al-Azhar, we probably, it would have been cool, but because of Deacon, they had to kick, and they just kicked us out together. But it was because of him mostly, they said, the kick out happened, right? But it was in the spirit because the Most High, he already knit us together in the spirit. We didn't even understand fully what was going on at the time, and we couldn't see us being where we were now today by any stretch of the imagination.
Right.
But you know, through all of that, we were able to bury hatchets. We understood and we saw how wicked the man was. Don't get that twisted. But we never, and I remember there's one video where he told me and Deacon, he said, just fall out of the truth. Just go back into the world. He literally said that. He wanted that to happen to us, right? But look who it ended up happening to, and that's all through the grace and, you know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Basham Yahushua. But even then, I didn't want to see that happen to him, you know, because we're not going to sit here and act like we didn't learn things from that brother. You know, there was valuable life lessons and even biblical scriptural lessons that we learned from him, right? Just so that's clear. But you know, the spirit has apparently left him, according to the testimony of the brothers in Great Millstone. He's out of this thing, right? Which again is crazy and it's unfortunate, but we can see all the writing was there. He was. Listen. We did a video called Uriah is Jeroboam. Right. So if you understand Jeroboam was the king of the northern kingdom that split the kingdoms and brought in idol worship to the northern tribes and was wicked as hell and was against the southern kingdom. Right. So we always felt like that was him, or he was at least just like him. We always knew he was wicked, but we always hoped he would shake it off. And unfortunately, it seems as if he lost the fight.
And I want to say something too, Uriah. If you're watching, it's possible for you to come and join Sakari, brother. You know, take the 12-week course, you know, we'll check your spirit out, examine your spirit, you know. You have a home here, brother.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a home, man. You come in this thing, man. You know, if you get that spirit up off you, you know, for sure. We don't want to see, man. Listen, there's certain brothers in this thing. We've been in this thing now, y'all, for a while, right? Coming up on 15, 16 years, right? And there's some brothers who fell out this thing when it's like, damn, bro, he fell out, like he's back, like he lost the fight. You know what I'm saying? Or he's off the scene even, because there's some people, we don't know what they're doing, if they really fell out or if they still keeping the commandments, if they teaching, you know, maybe we just ain't seen their YouTube, whatever, but even falling off, like you think about Amashah Ba'ala.
And didn't you just hear me say his name?
No, I didn't even hear. That's the spirit.
I said, Amashah Ba'ala. That's the first person come to my head.
That's the one who kicked us out.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that one.
But y'all got to remember, he was y'all don't got to remember, y'all went back there, but you know, he was like the outside of the elders, he's like the deepest nigga in the world out of GMS Dallas. So for the fact that for him to just vanish the way he did, and it was just like, man, what? I mean, like him. So we've seen brothers who we really esteemed as great go in this thing. And, you know, but through the grace and spirit of the Most High, we've never let any of that get discouraged. So I want to, again, everybody out there listening, for the edification of the audience, you just say, if you see anybody that you esteem as great fall off, don't let that. You just got to go harder, man. You just got to fill that position in through the spirit of the Most High. Precept, Isaiah, go ahead.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 24, verse 17. Rejoice not when thine enemy falls,
Mhm.
and let not thine heart be glad when he stumbles.
Yeah, we're not happy about this. Now, I would be real with you. If we would have fell out, him and others would have been happy about it. Don't get that twisted. We're not happy though, right? At all. We know what the goal and the mission is, and that's the kingdom. And we know that one camp is not going to bring everybody into the kingdom. So we understand that when brothers fall off, damn, that's one less step closer we were. But you know, the Most High have a way of correcting that by, hey, sometimes one brother fall off, he bring 3 new brothers in the spirit. Right? Go ahead.
It says, rejoice not when thine enemy falls, and let not thine heart be glad when he stumbles. Lest Yahweh see it and it displease him.
You don't want the Most High to be like, oh, you happy about that? Yeah, all right, bet. Go ahead.
And he turn away his wrath from him.
And then he let the Most High do what he gonna do to that individual. Let him do what he gonna do, and because it could just as easily be you. We are worthy of judgment for something or the other, right?
Yeah.
Let's get into some of this content too. But no, whatever y'all gotta say, Salaki.
Yeah, I wanted to say something real quick. You know, I would have been happy if the Most High, you know, corrected him in measure. You know, like if the elders would have did their job and sat him down or something, I would have said, okay, that's supposed to happen. You know what I mean? But because they didn't do their job, like I've been saying all night, the Most High had to, and that's when it becomes a more fearful thing. So if we are leaders, elders, pastors, deacons, bishops, we got to do our job to correct our brothers under us, holding them accountable, rebuking them. That's better than secret love, so that it doesn't go unaccounted for, and then something more sinister or drastic has to happen to that individual, right? So let's play some more of this content, and then we're just gonna talk. We're gonna go down memory lane, man. We're gonna go down memory lane.
Yeah. The main page live, y'all just hold tight for that, man. We this needs a little time.
All praises, all praises. Okay, so we was on the part where Shamgar, the Waterford Super Chat donation, greatly appreciate you. We were on the part where they're pushing old ladies. Now, again, you might ask yourself, how the hell did this get on YouTube? Now, even after Elder Apostle Gabar rebukes and condemns this act, there's still a whole channel of this type of behavior. It should have been pulled at the point the elders seen it, but it was kept on YouTube, right?
Fuck out of here. You gonna be
I remember the fuck out of here.
touch me. Fuck out of here. You gonna be able to no, you fucking get out. Touch me. I ain't just sure. Y'all take it out on her. Hey.
Why are they looking so hard at her? He's locked eyes with this old lady, and the black dude is trying to step in and say, hey, you gonna take it out on her? I'm right here. I'm right here. He's laser locked in. He's laser locked. Him and Kassad is laser locked into this old lady.
Listen, but look, y'all played them clips earlier. He's never given his energy to any man that's a perceivable threat. Now, mind you, now y'all got to remember, it's a man right there. You see the tall brother right there, towering over him. There's no energy fit for any physicality towards that man. He is literally directed. He literally wants a physical problem with an elderly woman right here. Somebody's grandma. It's crazy.
You fucking get out. Touch me. I ain't just sure. Y'all take it out on her? Hey, really? Hey, that's not cool. Really?
They won't even look at this brother.
This is some of the whole shit I ever seen in my life. He said, I address y'all, you're gonna take it on her. He's literally, they're acting like he's invisible right now. Like they just can't see the man.
Oh my God, man.
Hey, look out. I just saw. You guys take it out on her?
Look, they are surrounded. Look.
Nah, go ahead.
Look, notice how, the guy who made these videos, he summed it up perfectly. Notice how none of them is making eye contact. Go back so I can read the caption. Notice how none of them are making eye contact with the man that's addressing them, but they are all staring down and trying to intimidate some old lady. That's crazy.
Let's go.
Touch me. So weak, man. You fucking bucket. Sorry, man. You fucking asshole.
Oh man, I forgot.
Daddy, my daddy.
What happened?
Your mama, bitch.
Why are we even talking like
talking to her?
This is crazy. Your mama's a bit, but there's a whole grown man that wants a problem though, right there. And look on the end of the line, a man, Ashayar, maniac, right? He's supposed to be the hand god. Why didn't you step up and knock the boy out, man? What happened? This is crazy.
Hey, and shout out to Maniac Love.
Yeah, shout out, we love Maniac.
Come home, bro. Come home.
Hey, read that and throw her belong. Read that. But none of one of y'all stepping to me.
Not one of y'all.
And he keeps saying it. Not one of you will step up to me. Not one of you. That's crazy.
Ezekiel chapter 9 verse 4. And the Lord said to him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem.
Right. I thought you guys pushed men, but you pushed that old lady, and then he's telling you, nigga, to direct your nigga, get off where you're mad at with him.
And they just won't do it. Hold on. Where is this? Hold on now, pause real quick. Where is mutual combat law right here? Dude want a problem. Why ain't he talking about it's mutual combat law when he with the damn Jerry Garcia reject, right? But there's no mutual with women, with white nerds, but they ain't nothing for bro. That's crazy.
Man, Yatab, not just Yatab, but just this angle right here. How many memories? And looking at the background, how many memories, man, come from this?
I was just thinking a minute ago, like, bro, just in this picture right here, how different does it look? Like, see, I don't even look like that no more down there, man.
They messed that whole
Night of the
street up.
Living Dead. Yeah, it looked like Night of the Living Dead down there, man.
It do.
No, you fucking get out. Touch me.
I ain't touch y'all. Y'all take it out on her? Really? That's not cool. Really? Really? I ain't touch y'all. I ain't touch y'all.
You hear Tasayar yelling in the back, get back in the camp, man. At least he had
Trying to get them niggas in order. That's crazy.
No, at least he had some sense to yell, get back in the camp, man.
And everybody got to remember too, everybody that's in there, you got to understand he's the leader. So they can't even really check him for real. They got to just let him do whatever. And they used to do it, right or wrong, Utah. They used to always just let him just get away with a lot of stuff. Oh, he's the leader.
Yeah, let's let him get away with all kind of stuff. I remember one day we were at one of the, you remember the brothers used to all stay together in that house.
Yeah, that was after me, but I know about it.
Right. So we're over there chilling. Uriah just gave us this big spiel about how you're supposed to drink in moderation and not get drunk. Supposed to drink in moderation, not get drunk. Okay, cool. Uriah's over there drunk off Coronas. I don't know how he did it, but he's over there sloppy drunk. I'm sitting next to him. Some kind of way I feel something cold touching my leg. I look over, he got the beer and it's spilling on my leg. So I jump up, run to the bathroom, wipe myself off. I'm like, damn, this guy's drunk. I go sit back down. He's telling me that I shouldn't, and this was crazy because this was disgusting, man.
No, this is a legendary story right here.
Yeah, and he's kind of drunk too. So this should have made it easier for the other brothers to jump in here. And I'm like, he's like, man, what were you doing, man? You just jumped up and ran off. I'm like, yeah, I ran off because you're spilling your beer on me, man. I had to wipe my leg off. He's like, you're not supposed to jump up and run off. You're supposed to grab your brother and look your brother in the eye and ask, brother, are you okay, brother? So it was something ridiculous, man. So I tell him, I'm like,
made him spilling a beer on you your fault.
Right. I'm not supposed to go wipe it off either. I'm supposed to sit there while he spills it on me and just let him keep doing it while I grab him and look him deep in his eye and ask my brother, because he said brother like 10 times. And then I tell Uriah, I said, Uriah, it's real shit, bro. We weren't even going to talk about it. You just spilled your beer on me. I was like, but if we are going to talk about it, why don't you say Salakia at least? You know what I'm saying? So he doesn't do that. Instead, we end up in this little back and forth thing. And I'm looking at all the brothers. I'm like, can't any of you guys tell this dude that he was wrong right here? And I mean, if you could have just seen the looks on it, but I understood. You know, I understand exactly what's going on. I'm older than everybody that's in there. And I understand exactly. And I'm looking at Ash. I see the look on his face. And he got this little smile that's not really a smile. You know what I'm saying? And I know
that look. Man. I know that look. And he's the main one. And you got to understand, y'all, the type of manipulation that you know, this guy used to do. And the main person mind he manipulated was that Ashiar's mind, man. Maniac's mind. He had him in pure, total mind control.
Damn.
But he would be knowing it's wrong, though. But he just gonna go with it.
No, because, like, you know, you're supposed to follow the direction and follow orders.
He's a leader.
And,
He's a leader.
you know, it's hard for people to separate when, you know, you're being in order and when you're just flat out letting something go on that shouldn't be happening in front of you. Like, bro, you can't. Like, bro, this nigga just spilled the beer all over me, bro. You guys just heard this long discussion about not getting drunk. He just gave us that.
Then he got drunk.
Yeah, it's not about, oh, he's wicked. He's with, nah, bro. We don't even got to talk about it. He spilled his beer. My bad. It's over. That's not even something we're talking about. You got me over here trying to play this little, and just the place in life that I've come from versus where I know Uriah came from, to and then the age difference, and to watch him tell me after he just spilled his beer on me that me wiping myself off was wrong. This is what I should have been doing. I'm just like, man, you guys, man, are you guys gonna sit here and let this guy do this right here? And everybody just sat there with that look on their face. I said, ooh wee, man.
Your little homie let it happen, man. That's crazy.
It was cool. I got it though. You know, I understood it. But you know, Uriah had a gang of those, man. He had a whole bunch of those.
And real quick too, with La'a too, or Kassad now you go by. He you know, of course, towards the end before I left, and came back to California, he was what was he doing? He really was. He understood what was going on with him, and then all of a sudden something happened where a light, a switch flipped in his mind, and he just got on that whole, oh, he's a leader, it don't matter. Like whatever he say, that's it. I'ma just back him. He got on that whole vibe. I don't really know, man, but like you said earlier, you know, a few good men. That's all he needs. A few good men, and he found them.
He did. Let's go.
Just what it is, and ultimately what it was is that brothers just had love for the elders. Brothers loved being underneath the tutelage of the elders. Brothers wanted to feel like and be able to say that, you know, we're being taught by the elders. So it was deeper than just Uriah. You know what I'm saying? It was brothers was going above and beyond because brothers wanted to stay underneath the umbrella of them. You know what I'm saying? That's the power that he yielded. He knew it.
But also what we got to understand is that's also a part of mind control too. Because they was having us believing that if we wasn't with them, it was over with. We're chopped liver, stick a fork in us. So he harnessed that same type of mind control and tried to, you know, superimpose that on us that was directly up under him.
Let's keep going. Let's see.
You're not supposed to use this to manipulate women, to get bitches. That's not the motivation, man. That's not the mindset, man. It said the eunuch is more blessed because he's going to have children in the kingdom, man. An everlasting name. That crown on his head is an everlasting name because it's going to be written in the book of life, man. It said the eunuch is more blessed because he's going to have children in the kingdom, man. This is a guy that is, how old is he? 23. This guy's 23 years old, never had sex. This is a guy that is, how old is he? 23. This guy's 23 years old, never had sex.
You know how mad that made me too back then? You know, I didn't brought Gad down there. Yeah.
He was going on Gad and you brought Gad there. But guys, I want everybody to understand something. Gad was 23 years old and he hadn't had sex. He's 30 and they had sex now, right? But he was 23 at this time. Now, mind you, this nigga don't get no pussy neither, though. Let's be serious. We've been around him. Look at him, right? Does he look like he used to be the type that'll just tell you he have a fat hoe? Like that used to be that's a joke that Isaiah tell. He used to try to justify it. Like, I mean, I'll take the fat girl with the personality, really. You know, I was like, nigga, what?
Yeah, Rob was crazy, man.
Remember when he had that hat on? Tell him about that hat.
Man, there was this one day.
The beanie hat with the bill.
With the bill in the front. And these guys had some girls over there, man. They told me they had some girls come over, man. I came over, man. I just found myself sitting in the corner, man, just watching this thing go on, man. I don't know where they found these girls. I don't know who they are. I don't know where they found these guys. But Uriah had on this collared shirt, but it's the shirt with a bunch of lines on it, long sleeves. It was olive green and white, and he had this olive green little backpack wrap beanie with the bill in the front, man. Ah, man, he was killing me, man. I wish you could have seen how he was over there trying to, man. He's
So the
standing
nerve,
up, got his
the nerve of him to talk about somebody else not having, you know what I mean? Come on, bro. Let's be serious.
Yeah, stop it, man. And I felt bad. Like I did brought Gad down here, man, just so you guys could go on the internet and talk about him like that. He ain't even done that. He's new to the truth. He's a young person in the truth trying to figure out what's going on. And this is what Uriah's on the internet doing. But this is the spirit. This is what it turned into. It turned into brothers leave, and then our whole camp will be spent talking about that person in a personal way as if we never ever said that this was our brother before. You know what I'm saying? And it's unwarranted. It's not like a brother's going on the internet talking about them. This is what the whole lesson turned into. You know, so I'm like, I got to get up out of here, bro. I'm not about to just sit here on the line and just keep talking about people every damn week, bro. Like I didn't care. Like I had no love for these people. Now I'm just talking about them like I never even knew him. I'm like, man, I'm not doing it, man. You know, I can't do it no more, bro. And that was all Uriah doing that. And really what it was is brothers are looking at these long-lasting feuds and beefs that GMS had going on with Nate and had going on with Johanna. So because brothers under them are seeing that, brothers were taking that same thing, like, okay, we get on people when they leave. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Seattle had a lot of people and a lot of people that left, so it just seemed like we were just going ballistic with that, all at the orders of Uriah. And like I said, it continued. I left and they went and did an 8-hour thing on me where everything was a lie.
Yeah, no. What about what they said? They said every time this dude got to get a car, he got to go put a new system in there. He got to go put rims on it. Why is that even a talking point? I mean, this nigga would just invent something to talk about for people.
There's no truth to it all.
It just somebody in the chat said, "Is that the one that got Gad fired?"
Who?
Yeah,
you're right. Yeah, you're right. Got Gad fired from his job. Yeah, he did. He did get him fired. That's true.
And see, the same thing, and that's what I'm saying. Like as an Israelite, you work at a job. This is out of the camp now. Gad's not in your camp now. You're using the fact that it's a temp service job. You're using the fact that you've been there with these people first to do white people shit to him. You know what I'm saying? Because this is really what he's doing.
Yeah,
he goes up to
and that's
Gad,
why we used to call him a white boy like that, because that's how he acted.
Right. I mean, real white people go up to Gad and say something. Hey, man, Gad, you got a problem? Gad's like, what are you talking about? Hey, Gad, if you got a problem, man, I'll go up and tell HR right now. That's what he did. You know what I'm saying? Told Gad he was going to go tell HR before you know Gad is fired. Yeah. Like, damn, this is the type of stuff this dude's doing?
Yeah, no, he got a fire. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, and there's so much we could talk about that I totally forgot he got him fired. Like that just coming back up. But I'm glad somebody look at him. Hold on. Do we have? Is this the video?
No, this ain't it. Which one?
Man, listen. The last video we seen him, somebody from my hood parked him off the.
Nah, this ain't it. This ain't it. But
it was at this spot though. That's the last video we seen of him.
Somebody just asked about this video. Somebody said,
there we go. There it is. Donovan Caldwell. What a great brother.
Oh,
Donovan Caldwell, DC.
I remember DC. DC.
Look at that thumbnail.
Eventually, it's for y'all that's been watching, you know how he called out the whole downtown Seattle to a fight. Eventually, somebody took that. And this is what happened.
Somebody talking about buddy with the white man. I see someone there. You guys talking about a lady or something. Nigga, what's up? Somebody talking about buddy with the white man. I see someone there. You guys talking about a lady or something. Nigga, what's up? Somebody talking about buddy with the white man. I see someone there. You guys talking about a lady or something. Nigga, what's up? Buddy with the white man. I see someone there. You guys talking about a lady or something. Nigga, buddy with the white man. I see someone there. You guys talking about a lady or something. Nigga, buddy with the white man. I see someone there. You guys talking about a lady or something. Nigga, who's what's your enemy?
Man.
Yeah, he socked him out. Did you play the one where he pushed the old lady?
I think we're coming up on that.
Oh yeah, there we go. Because that's the one. But yeah, man. So because the man who punched me said, I see someone y'all was talking about a lady or something, and we believe that's in reference to where he pushed the elderly woman, not the crazy lady we just seen. He really like an old, like somebody grandma, like
yeah, she threw that cereal at him.
yeah.
Hit it with some dry cereal.
He said, I knew she was gonna throw shit.
Why you want to bring people?
Hold on. Do we go into this is a real bitch?
No, yeah, that didn't happen yet.
Okay, let's see.
We got it's a lot to look at.
Let's see. All right.
Miles a day and shit, man. They getting ready for Jake, man, to run through their ass, man. Miles a day and shit, man. They getting ready for Jake, man, to run through their ass, man.
Yo, hold on. I just was telling somebody about this. Like, brothers in now, they won't even believe the stuff niggas was saying on the streets now. He just really said that, y'all. That women are working out so they can be
not just women. He said the reason why you see a lot of Edomite women jogging around Seattle and working out,
they're getting ready for us to run through them, is what he's saying. That's crazy. He's out there teaching the Bible.
Yes, and this again, all under the guise of Uriah, and the elders letting him reign free over Seattle. They're teaching that Edomite women 10 years ago are starting on a crazy workout now because they're getting ready for Jake to run through them during martial law. This is the GMS edification. Yeah.
Hey, a lot of these women are gonna have a blue waffle in that day, man.
Oh my God, man.
Oh my God. I forgot about it. I forgot about it.
Oh my God, man.
Listen. Everybody listen close.
I want everybody to understand how legendary GMS No Cowards was, though. I remember I was on the phone with Sonetta one time, and a video dropped on GMS No Cowards. He was with Hashar, and Sonetta goes, GMS No Cowards just dropped. And Hashar was like, what? They were like, no, we got to call you back. Niggas was hype about a GMS No Cowards drop.
That was crazy. GMS No Cowards, man, was crazy, bro.
So I want the audience to hear this. Listen to this one last time and listen to it good.
Hey, a lot of these women are gonna have a blue waffle in that day, man. That's gonna get beat up so bad. That box is gonna be destroyed so bad. You're gonna have a blue waffle.
Now listen, don't Google it. I know No Cowards is telling you to Google it, but don't Google what a blue waffle is, all right? Don't. As an Israelite, you shouldn't even be Googling what a blue waffle is.
Please don't.
They're teaching that Edomite women are working out so that in martial law, Israelites in camps can run through their boxes until it looks like a blue waffle. This is Uriah, the guy who the Most High removed from the faith.
Look at this. And then this is where we go. Like we always say, we got to question the man's intentions. Was he ever really in it? When you understand who he is and the type of stuff that he was doing, you have to, like, he really ain't have nothing going on in life, right? And I'm talking, you speaking of somebody who's been around and been to his people's house. Remember, he burnt his mama's house down too. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we don't forget that. Burnt his family house down. Displaced them, not directly burnt it down, but the candle that caused the fire was left burning in his room that he left alone. All that happened, right? So much, but we always question his sincerity, right? But we always hope for the best. But when you see stuff like this, you know this brother, and it's funny. He'll say that about us. We never were sincere. We were never men of the Lord. All those various things. But it was apparent that he projected that really was him.
Let's see what else we got, man. You have a blue waffle in that day.
You're gonna get a blue waffle.
Hold on. Now listen, y'all. He starts telling women walker buyers, that they're gonna get a blue waffle in that day. This is nuts. Now listen, how did No Cowards get all this? But nobody in that camp said we probably shouldn't put this on YouTube. Then nobody who watched their shit back then said you probably should take this off.
It's crazy.
You gotta learn what a blue waffle is, because that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a blue waffle in that day, man. you're gonna be so mad that you're in shape. You're gonna be so mad that you got a pretty face.
Nigga, this is crazy.
This is the work of the Lord. This right here. This is insanity.
Oh man. That's the gospel. This is the GMS gospel.
Rape, apparently.
Oh my goodness, man. You're gonna be so mad. You're gonna have a blue waffle in that day. Ty, what would you have said if you were still there and they said that?
Waffle in that day. Hey man, you're not gonna sit here and just play this game as if you didn't stand on that line through a lot of that over those years too. Don't just try to put that on me. You were the reader a lot of times that was going on.
Oh man.
Okay, blue waffle of that day, man.
Okay, let's see. This is GMS versus elderly women. This is what allegedly. This is what the perp who punched him out said he was there for the pushing of the old lady. Let's check this out. This is another old lady, not the same old lady.
I'm right in front of your camera. This is a real bitch, not a woman walking down the street with a knife.
Seven forth, man.
Why are you calling
Get the
them
fuck out of here, man.
Because you're a bastard.
Because they are. You're a
bastard. Bastard, teach you.
Wow.
Okay. So she called him a bastard. He responds to this old lady. Now hold on, give me the law on how we're supposed to treat the elders real quick. Let's get the commandments of God about how an elderly woman is supposed to be getting treated. Rise up. Yeah, Llewellyn, you're exactly good. Tremendous observation. After that, it just wasn't never the same no more. Wasn't never the same.
Leviticus 19:32. It says, "Thou shalt rise up before the hoary head and honor the face of the old man and fear the God. I am the Lord. Thy God, I am the Lord."
Yeah, so when they're talking about rise up before the hoary head mean like a gray hair. So an elder is supposed to get the respect, like you supposed to, when they come in the room, you supposed to stand up. So that's the type of reverence and respect and honor that you're supposed to give to an elderly person that's, among our people, period. So instead, he calls her a bitch and then literally jumps out and pushes this old lady. Right now, again, we just saw niggas in his face. He ain't doing nothing. All those various things, right? But this is what he does to an old lady. This is crazy. Go ahead, press play.
Seven forth, man.
Why are you calling them niggas?
Because they are.
Because you're a bastard.
Because they are. You're a
bastard.
You're just a bitch.
Bastard, teach you.
And bro had to tell him, and that's Taziar had to tell him. And rest in peace to the brother Taziar. We got word that he passed. But he's checking him in the back, like, yo, chill out. Like, you can see that. Like, that's somebody's grandma. Like, why would you do something like that?
Oh, she said she had brain cancer.
Yeah, I forgot about that part too. Because if you watch earlier, she was standing there talking to him. She got brain cancer. Like, come on, this is an old lady with brain cancer. You're gonna push her damn near in the street, right? Go ahead.
Crunch. Sir, or goodies thrown in my ear, man. Captain Crunch. It was peanuts and
hold on, these niggas think it's funny. Look at them. They're talking like it's funny what just happened. That's crazy.
No, Ashiar said, he said she just hit you in the head with some Captain Crunch because she had blasted with that cereal.
She did. She did throw some cereal at him. Still, an old lady throwing some Captain Crunch at me, it's not going to make me push her and call her the B word.
Whatever happened to turn the other cheek?
Right.
That's the exact moment where you should apply that.
In GMS, at that time, we were teaching that only applies to people that are in your camp.
In the same camp as you, right? Yeah, of course. Convenient.
Cereal stuff. Right, it was a run by cereal. This is gonna talk shit. No.
Hey, I just heard it ain't me for once, man.
I'm just happy to me for once, man.
Here it is.
Oh my
God, man. I forgot about this.
I forgot about this. Oh my God.
I beat both you guys up if I wanted to. Hey, he would be, man, you couldn't tell him he wasn't feeling it, man. He's ready to slide.
Where's Hassad? Hassad, do you remember this? I know you wasn't back there, but do you remember this?
Wow.
Both of you up if I wanted to. Jesus Christ, man. That is crazy, man. Nobody's faster than me, right?
Crazy. I'll be both you and world hate on a place of disgrace. I'll be both you and world hate on a place of disgrace. I'll be both you and world hate. What the fuck is wrong with you? If I was another person, I would fucking suck it too. You bitch ass nigga. You lucky that
You're lucky I'm a righteous person. Look at you, Rob. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. If you just watch him, that's all he says. Get out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. It's a crazy to tell people out of here. Oh my God. Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. That's so funny, man.
You need to get
Look how rattled he is right here. You just said you'll beat him and his homie up.
Disgrace. I'll be both you and world hate. What the fuck is wrong with you? If I was another person, I would fucking suck it too.
I got scared of you.
Nigga, you lucky that I'm a righteous person. You would not fucking hurt me. I'm right in front of your camera.
Look at these guys, man.
Bro, he got them all discombobulated. He got them all discombobulated.
Oh my God, man.
Lord in Christ, he's got them all. He's got the camp routed. That's the definition of routed. He's got the camp routed.
Look at the little picture you can see of Ashiar in between their shoulders.
Look. He was sick of being weaponized by Iran. He's playing the back on all altercations now.
He's like, man, I'll come dust him, man, if you guys need me, man. But I'm not about to be running up all up in his face like that. That was funny, man. Good Lord.
I'm a righteous person.
Scratching off the earth's surface, be worth it.
Camera. This is a real bitch. Not a woman walking down the street with a nice cock.
You need to get the fuck out of here. You hear him?
Okay. Let's see what else we got. This is Uriah, man. He's put in a lot of work. I mean,
wow. Hold on. What about you know it would be great if we had, which would be that I'm the reason nobody messes with me.
I've gotten in everybody's face.
face. Cool. We know that. I know where that's at too.
That's the gold part.
Remember that you said I'm the reason why half those people don't come down there no more. Because I've been down there. The reason they'll come down no more is because I've been there. I'm like, this dude is off the chain, man.
Oh, this one's cold. He gets his mans and then beat up. This one. No, hold on. Let me get the preface. Let me set the stage for this. Let me set the stage, please. So here's what everybody understands. A great millstone at this time, and still to this day, the sentiment and the doctrine was very anti-black woman for sure. Talking about the black woman, she's the worst thing in the world. So what was so great and poetic about this is how one black woman walked up and knocked on both of these niggas, and they didn't do nothing. I'm talking about she socked niggas out this day. Watch.
Never talk to my fucking daughter like that. You're a fucking
Mink.
She try to double hand choke him.
Ow. Look at Ray Evia.
Look at that.
Look at Ray Evia. Ray Evia.
Nigga, what happened to Maniac? Maniac getting manhandled.
What happened?
That's so funny how he just slid back.
Oh, damn. Watch the backhand punch.
It's crazy because this is the time where Israelites didn't know they were Israelites still. People were walking down the street.
Wow! Watch this. Bam!
She gave him the back punch.
Damn! Backhanded him. Wow! Ooh, that hurt.
Bitch just socked me, bro. This bitch just fucking socked me, man.
Maniac Loc, what happened, bro? The hand god. What happened?
No, I know. He don't want to. But here's the thing, Maniac, my dear beloved brother.
Who we love.
When you invite that type of energy, you understand? When you invite that type of spirit, and then it presents itself, you get what you asked for. You just said, or what? You said that.
Yeah.
So she's like, or this is what.
Yeah. And that's the thing too. Like, we got to remember, this is the same God that, David took down Goliath. There was no way that should have happened. He's with whoever he's with on, in any altercation. If you wrong, he's liable to give it to the other person, even if they didn't stand a chance against you, just because. Right. So I think that was a prime example of that happening right there. Exactly. Because they just said, or what? Like, it was just so out of the question that them two girls could do anything to him. And then what happened?
Yeah. And then she hit.
That was pride, though.
You got really, brother, you got Tasayar
socked on.
Fire.
Bitch just socked me, bro. This bitch just fucking socked me, man. Bitch socked me in the face too, right?
Let's remember that this is old. These guys don't do this anymore.
Well, you know what? To be fair,
it's all about Uriah.
To be fair, we're bringing it back to Uriah. Tazayar or Ashiar or any of them brothers under Uriah wouldn't have been doing that in any other DMS camp.
Yeah, because it reflected their leadership, and right. We see all the activity that he was doing. So that's the thing. So just to give y'all the background, why I end up leaving is because give me that make yourself not an underling. So I recognized who Uriah was and what he was, and that the scriptures really didn't matter to him in the way they were supposed to, because there was a council where I cut him to shreds and he just didn't care, right? So I read this to him. Go ahead, read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 4, verse 27. It says, "Make not thyself an underling to a foolish man."
Make not yourself an underling to a foolish man. Point blank. Period. Give me that as a leader too.
Sirach 10:2. I got it right here.
There you go. Go ahead.
As the judge of the people is himself. I'm sorry. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers.
Or his officers. So I'm like, well, hey, if I'm reading that and I go, okay, well, if I'm up under him, I'm gonna be like that, and I see he's off, I got to get the hell away from him. That's why I got up out of there. But you see, the brothers who remained, we see that the spirit that they were operating in under the influence of their leadership.
And for me, brotherhood is everything, man. So when I see somebody that's going out of their way to sow discord and lie and stir up shit with brothers and kick brothers out over stuff that's nothing, I was like, I can't sit here with this dude and do this with him no more, man. It hurt. I was like, I can't sit here no more watching this guy do this every single week with brothers that had absolutely nothing wrong with them. There's nothing to talk about. But I've watched you just create things to talk about these people about. I'm like, man, I can't sit here with this no more.
Oh yeah, this one. After this one, I'm gonna go. I gotta get something to eat, man. But I can't leave before this one.
I don't want to get copyrighted. This is that song.
What's this?
Where they would go and I wouldn't.
Yeah, turn the audio up. Turn the audio.
Song is it?
This is when y'all he tried to switch tribes. He tried to tell everybody he was Puerto Rican. I've been around his family. They are Mexicans, right? Ain't nothing wrong with it. Everybody's Israelite. I'm just saying. He's trying to tell everybody he tribe jumped to be a Puerto Rican at this time. Yeah, so he could be the head. He felt like being a Mexican was too low on the totem pole. He wanted to be a Puerto Rican. That's crazy. So his whole family, they like Mexicans and natives and stuff. What was that name they had? Geronimo guitar?
That his brother's name, Geronimo?
Yeah. But it was like a whole like lineage. It was a lineage in them with the name.
His dad.
Your brother. Come on, man. This is crazy. Right? He looked just like Chris Arreola. Tell me you know.
Just like him.
Look at him. Well, yeah, I'm finna go get something to eat, man, y'all. But this is just a nice tale. Never be like this guy, man. Never be like this guy, man.
All praises. Well, yeah, what I want to do too, though, is tell you guys you have to put on the whole armor. All right, put on the whole armor and make sure you're prayed up so that we stand tall in this truth, y'all. And also go support Deacon Sakari's new clothing line, The Whole Armor, and get affordable price, quality material, Hebrew Israelite sauce, Hebrew Israelite drip. You understand that? So go check that out, y'all. Again, and like my dear beloved brother said, you know, we got to pray for each other. We got to pray for ourselves. We got to make sure our house is in order. We do not celebrate the Most High removing him from the truth. But as we can see from the history and the testimonies, that it was bound to happen. Let's check our spirits. Let's pray for our brothers. Let's fast. Let's make sure we stay grounded in this truth. And we're going to end this, y'all, by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. We do so by Shema Mashiach Yahushai. Till next time, y'all. Shalom.